Sergio Aguero to Chelsea? Say no more. What is up, Blues? Welcome back to my channel, and in this video we will be talking about Sergio Aguero and his link to Chelsea. And obviously you guys know his contract ends this summer at Manchester City, and a lot of big clubs have been sniffing around him. Clubs like Barcelona, Messi's their homies, so they want to make that connection again at Barcelona. Same with PSG, they got Pochettino there, and Pochettino is like a big fan and a big admirer of Sergio Aguero. And even though they got Mario Icardi, I feel like Icardi is not really the type of striker that Pochettino wants. I think Pochettino prefers a bit more complete striker, and I think Aguero could be his man. However, we are one of the clubs interested in him, and for a free striker and a striker like Sergio Aguero, every big club is going to be around him, even though he's been struggling with injuries and has been having fitness issues. If you keep him fit for let's say 20-25 games per season, I think he can come in clutch and score probably 10 goals, maybe 10-15 goals if he's on form. And I believe if he don't get Haaland, Sergio Aguero could be a great option, considering that in this type of market, and even though it's a COVID market, however, a lot of clubs have been overpricing their players to get the best money for their assets. However, I think, let's say if you don't get Haaland, Aguero could be a great option. He's got the Premier League experience, and he's been there and he's done it. He's been winning multiple Premier League titles. He's been breaking numerous records, and I think with the type of strikers that we have, Tammy is a young guy, Timo is still learning. I think we might need an experienced guy, considering that Giro, there's a big possibility that he might leave this season. And I think if we sign Aguero, let's say on a 2-year deal, that could be a great deal. I think overall, Sergio Aguero can teach Tammy and Werner a lot of things. I think Werner, he relies on his physicality a lot, especially his pace. And I think if he kind of understands and learns the technical side of the game a bit more, just like Aguero, he becomes a bit more like a fox in the box type of striker. I think we can benefit from that. Especially Werner, usually plays on the shoulder or the back line. I think he's a bit of a counter-attack guy. I think if he adapts and improves his on-the-ball abilities and his overall package as a number 9, I think we might see him as our long-term number 9 instead of just as an inside forward type of guy. So I think Sergio Aguero could be the right guy, man. I'm not even lying. I think he was one of my favorite strikers back in the old days, when he was actually going in his prime. And I think under Guardiola, a lot of people were starting to doubt him, especially in the beginning. They were like, he's not going to suit his system. However, as you guys saw, the guy completely transferred his game. He started actually putting in more defensive work, and his numbers, they got even higher. And last season he scored 16-17 goals, even though he played not that many games, which is very good, man. I think the guy still has got it. As long as we keep his fitness up, we should be good. I think it's not FIFA, a lot of players last longer. Players like Giroud, the guy is 34. Ronaldo as big example. Thiago Silva, Zlatan Ibrahimovic is 39. Gigi Buffon is 43. So a lot of guys last longer in this profession. I think with their better training or routines and nutrition and stuff, they last longer in their peak. And I think Sergio Aguero, if he are able to keep his fitness up, the guy's gonna be a phenomenal signing for free. Wow. I think we just have to take care of his wages. And let's say we don't sign your Erling Haaland, or maybe if you try to sign, let's say, Romelu Lukaku, which I highly doubt. But he's definitely could be a great option. I think last year we were kind of around Edinson Cavani. However, his wage demands and his agent fees kind of put us off, and eventually United paid him that money. And I think even though he's been kind of getting injured and stuff, I think Cavani is still United's best striker, and I think whenever he's fit, he does a lot of damage for them. And I think Aguero could be a similar situation. I think if you keep him fit, let's say for 20-25 games per season with proper rotation, it's gonna be great. And again, let's say we keep Tammy, and I hope he signs a contract extension, because I don't want him to lose basically for a cheap price. And I think he has a future at Chelsea. I think he can actually learn a lot from Aguero too. I think maybe we should give Tammy another year. And I think, let's say if no one buys Haaland, we can have a big shot to sign him next year. Especially I think a lot of clubs are struggling financially, and I know a lot of big clubs are, I guess, rumored to be interested in Haaland, but I think majority of them are not gonna pay the fee for Haaland, because a lot of them are actually, they need more, I guess, surgeries in the other parts of their team. So I think if we are able to get Aguero, and if we don't get Haaland, Aguero can be a great teacher for Tammy. I think Tammy's very underrated, and I think if he proves himself and stays next season, and in order to be a much more complete striker, I think we might even not need a striker. I think last season he showed us why he's got the qualities. It's all about the consistency now. He needs to improve his overall game, and I think the sky's gonna be the limit for him. I really like him, and I think Aguero is gonna be a big part of us, for next season if we want to go for the title. And if Giroud leaves, I think if Giroud stays and we don't let our strikers go, I think might as well just stick with our strikers, with those three that we already have. But let's say if Giroud leaves and we don't get to sign Erling Haaland, I think Aguero can be a fantastic option, and I cannot be more excited for this transfer window. I think this transfer window is gonna be crazy, especially that a lot of clubs are struggling financially. Besides us, there are like probably 2 or 3 clubs, big clubs, that are not struggling financially. I think we can take advantage of it just like last season. And yeah, guys, drop your thoughts about Sergio Aguero in the comment section, and I guess see you later for the next video. Bye bye.